Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the altcoin Terra Luna, and there is a lot to cover. First of all, Thorchain going against Luna and not liking the idea of creating a new blockchain, so completely removing Luna from their chain. BNB or Binance Chain trying to help the projects which are stuck on Luna and cannot migrate to the new one and cannot hard fork try to move to a safer chain such as BNB or Solana. There's a lot to cover today, but before we get into it, if you're here for the first time, do want to stay up to date with everything to do with Terra Luna, I highly recommend you guys scroll down and tap the red subscribe button. While you're there, slap a like on the video, completely free to do so, but will just help the YouTube algorithm push the video to more people see the positive side of Luna. They put their trust back into it, decide to buy into it, it starts spiking up, and all of us make a lot of profit. So make sure you go down and slap a like on it. Other than that, let's get straight into it. So to begin with today's video, before we look at the 1 hour chart, I want to show you guys some insane news which actually shocked me today morning. If we look at this, Thorchain to remove Terra chain launches an emergency withdrawal for stake Luna and UST. Until now, we have gotten some crazy news towards Luna that there is a lot of different exchanges that have started to remove Luna, but this is by far one of the first blockchain that decided to remove Luna and also remove the staking of UST. As you guys can see, the official Twitter page made this post saying the current responsibilities handle Terra chain in the safest way possible. Unfortunately, it needs to be removed from the network prior to its hard fork on the 27th of May, which is exactly a week away from this point. Achievement mainnet. Thorify is not a priority and is indefinitely on hold until the above milestone is achieved. Now, Thorchain, as you guys can see, they are also not happy with the fact that they're going to be hard forking on the 27th of May, which is understandable in a way, because obviously a lot of people see this as going wrong, as this is taking a gamble. If it doesn't work out, then obviously if a lot of people do not want to buy into it, then it is not going to work out well. And Thorchain is one of the people that does not believe on the hard fork, exactly the same as Binance CEO. He said, "This is my opinion, but obviously I do not think that this is going to work out very well. Rather, it would be a better idea to use the funds or the reserve funds they have inside of Bitcoin and try to burn the tokens we have inside of Luna right now." Personally, I do agree with that, and Thorchain actually took a big step against Luna, which is just pretty crazy. Now, before we move on with the news, I want to talk to you guys about the 1 hour chart. As you can see, as Bitcoin and Ethereum have fallen above 30 and 2K, Luna also made a small recovery. Now, the recovery wasn't significant enough for people to see if you compare it to the whole chart, but as you guys can see, that was close to a 23% return just in under 5 hours, which is a good return in my opinion. And if we decide to look at the overall trend, it has started to form. So since the big dump, there was obviously a big rally up, then we had a fall down, and then just a small consolidation period, then more fall down. But as you can see from the past 5 hours, which we had the 22% recovery, finally we're seeing some signs of it finally coming up a little bit. Now also, it is sitting very close to a very strong resistance, which is going to have a huge implication if Luna will be able to make a drastic recovery in the next 24 hours, and that is going to be close to 15, which is 0.0015. Now, if it does decide to break through this resistance, there's not going to be much to play around with it, as it will be able to make the recovery very quickly. Overall, on the RSI line, you can see finally we can see some movement, and it is starting to climb up. Personally, I do want to see the RSI line just climb up very strongly, and over time maybe even get into the overbought zone. That would be pretty crazy to see, as overall the news has started to come out towards Luna, which are slightly negative, but at the same time there are some positive ones as well. If this one gets changed into Terra Original, it is obviously going to be a negative impact in my opinion. Now, another thing which is a little scary is if you guys look at this on CoinMarketCap, the trading volume has fallen below 800 million, and now it is sitting close to 713 million. Trading volume to the market cap ratio is close to 80%, and the market cap has fallen below 1 billion, which is a little scary to me. Now, talking about something else which is pretty insane, and I'm happy for this man. Huge Terra supporter, Terra Capital crashed out 80% prior to Luna's crash. Now 80% is a huge. They had close to 170 million investment, and 80% of that's close to 140 million, and that's a lot of cashing out just before the crash occurred. They saved a lot of money for the people that invest with them, and at the same time they did a good job. Something else, new data shows South Koreans heavily accumulating Luna in hopes of a gigantic price rebound. Now personally, this is kind of like revenge trading, which at the end of the day a lot of people could lose a lot of money. Speculators hope for a comeback. Now if the comeback is massive, let's say it makes it all the way to 1 cent, a lot of people are going to be becoming overnight millionaires. But at the same time, if they do decide to just completely crashing in the 7 days when the new blockchain is released, if a lot of people decide to just dump this Luna and move on to the new one, that's going to be a little scary for the speculators who are putting in a lot of money. And that is seen by the authorities. As you can see, South Korean authorities worried about the investors betting on Luna comeback. Now if the Luna does make a comeback, that's completely okay. They have lost a lot of money and they will be able to make a small revival. But if it does not make a comeback, that is what is scary for the authorities. Luna was once a major coin, top 10 market capitalization, so they will do whatever it takes to revive it, an optimist investor said in a blog on South Korea's online platform Navia, without elaborating on who they may be. Now who, it could be anyone, it could be the team that resigned, it could be so many people, but if there is a recovery, that'd be pretty insane. BNB Chain offers another lifeline to Terra ecosystem project. Now they go on to talk about how BNB Chain has committed to be providing investment and support to the project that are considering migrating from the Terra ecosystem in a wake of the biggest black swan event to hit the crypto space in recent years. Now BNB will be helping a lot of different projects to try to migrate to the BNB Chain, and if it works out properly, such as, let's just say, if it works out properly, this will be some big news, and that will have a negative impact on Luna, as personally I do not think that my boy Kayvon cares right now. He's just trying to get the new blockchain up and running. Finally, let's just say our boy Bayern CEO, he said he has become poor again after losing a lot of money in Luna. He had close to 3 million in it, and then he reached 1.6 billion in stablecoin, and we all know what happened to stablecoin. And finally, I want to end it off on a good note. Mike preaches humanity in investments and keeps his Luna tattoo. Now our boy Mike, he has lost a lot of money. He got the Luna tattoo thinking it is one of the best projects out there. CEO investment company Galaxy Digital keeps his Luna tattoo as a reminder that investing requires humility. Now personally, I do agree with him, because this will be a good reminder for him in the future who to invest in, how much to invest, and how much to take the risk. Other than that, let me know down in the comment section what you guys think. I would love to read your comments. I've been reading a lot of them. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, drop a like on it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.